Mga idolo, Giannis, Bam, at Klay Thompson kontra LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown at Tyrese Maxey. Dalawang teams na parehong nag-reload. Pero kapag nagharap ang Miami Heat at Philadelphia 76ers, sino ang tunay na mas nakakatakot? At higit sa lahat mga idolo, sino ang may mas malaking chance manalo kapag playoff intensity na? At hindi lang ito simpleng battle of superstars. Dahil halos bawat position dito may interesting na match-up. May advantage sa offense, may lamang sa depensa, at may isang match-up na posibleng maging deciding factor sa buong game.
Hello guys, welcome!
Yo, what's up mga idolo? Welcome back sa ating channel. Kung dati, pinag-uusapan natin kung sino ang mas malakas na individual player. Ngayon, mas interesting dahil buong team ang pag-uusapan natin. Sa isang side, meron kang Miami Heat na pinamumunuan ni Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kasama sina Bam Adebayo, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Bobby Portis Jr. at Tim Hardaway Jr. Sa kabilang side naman, nandiyan ang Philadelphia 76ers with Joel Embiid, LeBron James, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, Anthony Simons at Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Parehong may star power, parehong may shooters, parehong may defensive weapons, at parehong may bagong key players na pwedeng magbago sa identity ng team. So let's start with the most important matchup. Ito agad ang matchup na parang heavyweight championship. Giannis versus Embiid. Sa offense, parehong elite yan. Si Giannis ang mas dangerous kapag open court, kapag nakakuha siya ng defensive rebound. At nakatakbo, halos nightmare ang transition defense. Pero si Embiid, mas versatile sa half court. May post game, mid-range, face-up game at ball drawing ability. Kaya kung pure half-court scoring ang pag-uusapan, offensive edge, Joel Embiid yan. Pero sa depensa, ibang usapan. Si Giannis ay kayang mag-cover ng malaking area, mag-help sa perimeter at mag-protect ng rim. Si Embiid naman ay elite rim protector din, pero malaking advantage kay Giannis ang mobility. Kaya kapag nagkaroon ng switch at kailangan niyang humarap sa mas mabilis na player, ang panalo dyan ay si Giannis. At may isa pang malaking factor. Kung magiging transition heavy ang game, mas gusto ng Miami ang ganitong environment. Kung magiging mabagal at physical half-court game, mas pabor iyon sa Philadelphia. Overall matchup dito, very close to mga idolo. Pero kung pipili ako ng slight edge sa overall impact, Giannis to. Dahil hindi lang scoring ang kaya niyang ibigay, rebounding, transition, help defense at playmaking kasama ang lahat. Pero dahil may parehong versatile big men ang Miami, hindi matatapos ang laban sa Giannis Embiid lang. Paano kapag si Bam Adebayo ang nagbantay kay Embiid? Ito ang isa sa pinaka-importanting defensive assignment ng Miami. Bam is mobile, kayang lumabas sa perimeter, kayang mag-switch, at kaya niyang makipagsabayan sa physicality. Pero offensively, malaki ang lamang ni Embiid. Si Bam ay excellent passer at mid-range threat, pero hindi niya kayang i-match ang scoring arsenal ni Embiid. So, offense Embiid yan. Depensa, Bam. At ito ang magandang strategy ng Miami. Hindi kailangan talunin ni Bam si Embiid sa scoring. Kailangan lang niyang pahirapan ang buhay ni Embiid. Habang si Giannis naman ang maaaring magbigay ng secondary pressure sa loob. Kaya kung team defense ang pag-uusapan, Miami has an interesting answer for Embiid. Now let's go outside. Klay Thompson versus KCP. At dito naman sobrang interesting. Parehong known bilang two-way guards. Parehong kaya mag-shoot. Parehong hindi kailangan magkaroon ng bola palagi para maging effective. Pero kapag offense ang pag-uusapan, Klay still brings a different level of shooting gravity. Kapag nasa corner si Klay, hindi pwedeng basta iwanan mo. One mistake, 3 points kaagad. At kapag nagsimula ng pumasok ang kanyang shots, automatic nag-o-open up ang driving lanes para kay Giannis. Offensive edge dito, si Klay Thompson. Pero sa defense, KCP is an extremely valuable perimeter defender. Mas komportable siyang humabol sa guards at makipaglaban sa screens. Kaya, defensive edge, KCP yan. Overall, offense goes to Miami. Defense goes to Philadelphia. Pero para sa Miami, ang value ni Klay ay hindi lang kung ilang points ang makukuha niya. It's about the space he creates for Giannis. At ito naman mga idolo, ang isa sa pinaka-physical na matchup. Andrew Wiggins versus Jaylen Brown. Parehong athletic, parehong kayang mag-defend, parehong dangerous kapag downhill. Pero offensively, mas consistent at mas aggressive scorer si Jaylen Brown. Kapag kailangan ng Philadelphia ng player na aatake sa depensa without relying on Embiid, Brown can do it. Kaya offensive edge dito si Jaylen Brown. Pero defensively, Wiggins can make this matchup uncomfortable. Height, length, athleticism, lahat nandyan na. At dahil kailangan ng Philadelphia ng scoring mula kay Brown, malaking bagay kung mapapagod siya dahil sa defensive assignment. So, defensive edge, Wiggins tayo dyan. Overall, Brown offensively, Wiggins defensively. At ito ang klase ng matchup na pwedeng magbago depende sa game plan. Now, ito ang matchup na maaaring maging nightmare para sa Miami. Davion Mitchell versus Tyrese Maxey. Si Davion, known for pressure defense, physical, aggressive, at kaya niyang guluhin ang rhythm ng opposing guards. Pero si Maxey, speed, explosiveness, shot creation, at transition scoring. Kapag nakawala si Maxey sa first line of defense, mahirap na siyang habulin. Offensive edge dito, Tyrese Maxey, clearly yan mga idolo. Pero sa defense, Davion Mitchell tayo dyan. At malaking factor ito dahil kung mapipilitan si Maxey na gumastos ng energy sa defense, habang siya rin ang primary offensive engine ng Philadelphia, pwedeng maapektuhan ng fourth quarter. So this matchup is basically Maxey speed versus Davion's pressure. At ngayon mga idolo, hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan ang pinakamalaking wildcard ng Philadelphia, si LeBron James. Dahil kahit anong lineup ang ilagay ng Miami, kailangan nilang mag-adjust kapag si LeBron ang nagdala ng bola. Hindi na kailangan ni LeBron na maging 30-point scorer every night para maging dangerous. His biggest weapon, decision making. Kapag nag-collapse ang depensa, makikita niya ang open shooter. Kapag single coverage, pwede siyang umatake. At kapag nasa transition, kahit may edad na siya, kailangan pa rin siyang respetuhin. Pero may advantage ang Miami. They have multiple big, physical defenders. Wiggins, Bam, Giannis, at potential other wings na pwedeng gamitin para hindi maubos ang energy ng isang defender. Kaya ang strategy ng Miami ay hindi dapat stop LeBron. Ang objective dapat make LeBron work for everything. At kapag nagawa nila iyon, malaking chance na bumaba ang efficiency ng Philadelphia offense. Pero may isang bagay na talagang nakakatakot sa Philadelphia. Maxey plus Anthony Simons. Speed plus shooting. Kapag sabay silang mainit, pwedeng magkaroon ng problema ang Miami dahil hindi mo pwedeng i-collapse ang defense kay Embiid kung may shooters sa labas at hindi mo rin pwedeng iwanan sina Simons, KCP at other perimeter threats. Pero dito papasok ang versatility ng Miami. They have multiple defenders who can switch and recover. At kapag si Giannis ang nasa help position, that's when things become scary. Kaya offensively, Philadelphia has the edge in guard shot creation. Defensively, Miami has the edge in size and versatility. Now let's talk about the bench. Miami has players like Bobby Portis, Tim Hardaway Jr., Simon Fontecchio, Nikola Jovic, Nick Richards, Pele Larson, and Drew Smith. At dito malaking bagay ang Portis. Kapag kailangan ng Miami ng scoring mula sa frontcourt, may veteran scoring option sila. Samantala sa Philadelphia, meron silang BJ Edgecombe, Dean Wade, Adam Bona, Justin Edwards, Caleb Love, Jabari Walker, Marjon Beauchamp, Dominic Barlow, Ariel Hockporty, Ryan Rupert, at Tyrese Martin. At pinaka-interesting dito, si BJ Edgecombe. Oo, sophomore pa lang siya. Pero pwede siyang maging importanteng athletic perimeter piece para sa Sixers. Pero kung playoff series na at experience ang pag-uusapan, Miami has the more proven veteran combination. Philadelphia has young upside. Miami has more established role player experience. So slight bench experience edge dyan ang Miami Heat. So let's summarize. Miami Heat, for their offense, Giannis give them interior dominance. Klay gives them elite shooting gravity. Bam gives them playmaking and interior scoring. Wiggins can attack mismatches at may shooters patulad ni na Tim Hardaway Jr. at Simon Fontecchio. And for their defense, ito ang biggest advantage ng Miami. Giannis plus Bam plus Wiggins give them size, mobility, and versatility. Para naman sa Philadelphia 76ers, para sa opensa nila, Embiid gives them half-court dominance. LeBron gives them playmaking. Brown gives them physical scoring. Maxey gives them speed. Simons give them shooting and shot creation. That's a lot of offensive firepower. And for their defense, may KCP, may Jaylen Brown, may Embiid protecting the rim, at may athletic young players. Pero ang challenge nila is maintaining defensive consistency against Miami's size and physicality. So, sino ang mas malakas? Kung pure offensive firepower, I might give a slight edge to Philadelphia dahil imagine mo, Embiid inside, LeBron creating, Jaylen Brown attacking, Maxey running, Simon shooting. That's a nightmare to defend. Pero kung overall team balance ang pag-uusapan, dito ako mas papabor sa Miami Heat. Because Miami has something Philadelphia may struggle to match up. Size plus defense plus shooting plus versatility. Imagine this, closing lineup, Davion Mitchell, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bam Adebayo. That's a lineup with perimeter defense, shooting, rebounding, transition offense, and elite defensive versatility. Pero hindi ibig sabihin automatic winner ang Miami Heat. Philadelphia can absolutely win this matchup, especially kung healthy at dominant si Embiid, efficient si Maxey, aggressive si Brown, at playmaker mode si LeBron. In fact, kung fourth quarter at close game, experience could become a huge factor. So kung isang regular season game lang, Miami slight favorite. Kung playoff series, I would say Miami Heat in 7. Dahil sa tingin ko, habang tumatagal ang series, mas mag-a-adjust ang Miami defense at magiging valuable ang size nila. Pero kung Philadelphia ang makakuha ng control sa pace at ma-maximize nila ang Embiid, LeBron, Maxey combination, they can easily flip this prediction. At iyon ang dahilan kung bakit sobrang exciting ang hypothetical matchup na ito. Giannis versus Embiid, Klay versus KCP, Wiggins versus Jaylen Brown, Davion versus Maxey, at higit sa lahat, Miami defense versus Philadelphia superstar offense. That could decide everything. Pero kayo mga idolo, sino ang pipiliin ninyo? Miami Heat o Philadelphia 76ers? Kung healthy ang lahat, sino ang mananalo sa 7-game series? Giannis, Bam at Klay, o LeBron, Embiid, Jaylen Brown at Maxey? Comment your prediction below. At kung nag-enjoy kayo sa matchup breakdown na ito, mag-like na, mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para hindi kayo mahuli sa mga susunod nating NBA updates, comparison at prediction. Dahil dito sa channel na ito, basketball ang tunay na panalo.
Once again, this is your Spotlights in Sports. Maraming salamat mga ka-sports.
Parang may mali na naman ah. Once again, this is your Spotlight and Sports. Maraming salamat mga ka-sports.